So one of the things I love about my job is walking around with men in the streets or in bars or in clubs and helping them become more socially free. And most of the time that means what they really desire is to talk to women. And one of my favorite stories, and it's a great lesson in spilling the truth. We were walking around, two guys and I were walking around downtown San Francisco one day. And one guy had a lot of resistance and a lot of fear, but around the corner on a very crowded day, a really pretty girl, just as she came by, she gave him a big smile. And as she walked away, he was like, his heart just like seized up, and he said, "Did you see that? Did you see her? That her smile hit me like a thunderbolt." So I said to him, "You know, you could run after her right now and tell her exactly that, and I guarantee you, with that kind of energy, she would be charmed." And he said, No, you can't go chasing women. That's wrong." And I said, "Well, why don't we just follow her, and we'll stay in the..." I didn't want him to run from the tension. I wanted him to stay in the tension. So we followed her, and he said, "This is like stalking." And I said, "Look, it's a free country. We can just walk where we want to. And we have nothing but good intentions." So we're trying to follow her down this crowded street, and she gets ahead of us and crosses the street, hits the light, and we miss the light. So we're a busy day. We were standing there behind the light, and she's like, now she's a block. She's walking quickly. She's a block or two away. And the light turns green, and I said, "Let's chase her." He said, "Chase her? We can't chase." I said, "No, seriously." So I start running, and he starts running. And here we are running and laughing. And he's saying, "I'm not going..." I said, "Look, we're running." I'm saying, "Look, you don't have to say anything. I just want you to, let's just run." And so we got within 30 feet of her, and I had this feeling. So I just slowed down. And he just kept running. And it was the greatest thing. And he did this perfect, what in the pickup world is called a stop. He came around gracefully around her. Now, I didn't hear what he said at first because I was still behind him. And as I got closer, I'd heard her say, "Are you telling me you chased me for 2 blocks to tell me that my smile hit you like a thunderbolt?" And he went, "Yeah." And she just lit up and said, "That is the most beautiful thing I have ever heard. Thank you." Now, they talked for a minute, and he immediately he panicked a little bit, which happens with guys, and he excused himself and started to walk away. And I was about to go push him back in because she was clearly enjoying herself, and she did it herself. She turned, she goes, "I didn't get your name." And he turned around, and they talked for 10 minutes, and he got her phone number, and she was delighted. And afterwards, that feeling after you step through fear and you didn't die. And he just came back to us, and his energy was just flying. He was completely lit up. Everything that was been stuffed inside was now completely released. It's one of my favorite stories, the Thunderbolt story. I hope it inspires you guys, because really the truth told with your heart is a very, very powerful thing. And a woman will feel that sincerity, the desire, and there's no agenda, and there's no manipulation or no control. He just had something to say, and he let it fly. So anyway, hope that's inspiring. Okay, bye guys.